Welcome back. Any Metro Vancouver bike owner can tell you keeping your steed out of the hands of thieves is an endless effort. Look at this. That picture, this one, is getting a lot of attention online because even the recommended U-lock and possibly the cable lock were not enough to secure the bike that front fork used to be attached to. Our Tina Lovegreen has the latest numbers on bike thefts in the city and how you can protect yourself.
Broken locks, remnants of stolen bikes hang at the intersection of Granville and Nelson.
I just know in Vancouver that it's rampant.
The city, with aspirations to be the greenest city and goals of becoming a cycling mecca, struggles with bike theft.
My other beautiful racing bike got stolen a little over a year ago down at Granville Island.
On average, 2,000 bikes get stolen a year in Vancouver, and signs warning of the problem are easy to spot.
We've heard of stories where they'll just come along and snip and they're gone.
Granville Island is one of the most popular spots for bike thieves. So far this year, 14 bikes have been stolen from this very location, making this spot the #1 place for bike theft. Police say a good lock goes a long way.
A few seconds to cut through that, maybe a minute to get through that, and probably 3 to 4 minutes to get through that.
Constable Rob Brunt with the Vancouver Police Department's bike unit says too many cyclists are throwing on cheap locks on their expensive wheels.
Cable locks don't cut it, we say. So if you're going to use a cable lock, we recommend that you don't use it as your primary lock source. I mean, that was cut through with a pair of rose clippers. So, it took 10 seconds.
He suggests getting a folding lock made out of high-density steel.
The problem for cutting through that is you're going to need a grinder, you're going to make a lot of sparks, you're going to create a lot of noise with that.
Next, make sure you lock up your bike properly. Lock in the tire and the frame to an immovable object.
I want to make sure I lock to a device that's not movable. So as you see, this is concreted in the ground. It's not bolted. Nobody's going to come undo the bolts and just lift this out.
All in all, make sure you're not an easy target.
Locations are very important, obviously, because the more people around your bicycle, the less attractive it is to a thief.
But thieves are motivated and get away with stealing hundreds of bikes a year. Last month alone, 291 bikes were stolen in Vancouver. That's down from 393 for the same time period the year before. A quick scroll on the internet reveals dozens of pleas for recovery of stolen bikes. Constable Brunt said registering your bike with Garage 5 to 9, the free online bike registry, will increase your chances of reuniting with your stolen two-wheeler.
I can figure out who you are in just a few seconds and get the bike back to you.
But too many cyclists aren't registering their bikes, said Constable Brunt, making themselves an easy target for bike thieves. Tina Lovegreen, CBC News, Vancouver.
As Tina mentioned, it's not just how you lock your bike, but where. There are several hotspots in Vancouver where you might want to avoid locking it up altogether. The VPD says these are the 10 places where bike theft is most common in the city. As Tina mentioned, 14 bikes have been stolen from 1405 Anderson Street, just a short walk from the Granville Island Market. Next is 601 Stamps Landing, not far away, the Mahoney & Sons on Falls Creek. 10 thefts so far this year, and tied for third and 8 thefts each are the Tap and Barrel in Olympic Village and Science World.